What's up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Project, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming Tennessee versus Pittsburgh slate for shutdown Thursday night football. Before we get hell for me, definitely subscribe. We're breaking down the slate. Let's kick it off with Tennessee. It's Derrick Henry. He wasn't traded. I was expecting it, but man, oh man, here we go. This is a smash spot for Derrick Henry against this Pittsburgh run defense. I like his upside at 11-6, so it's expensive. It's been you're gonna need at least a TD and over 100 yards to pay off this price tag. That's what worries me. But D Hop being questionable, that changes the slate a ton. Because he had his best game of the season with 3 TDs, 128 yards, 4 for 6. It was amazing what him and Will Levis was doing. But speaking of Will Levis, the rookie quarterback starting 19 for 29, 65 completion or completion rate, 26 fantasy points. He looks good, but it was against Atlanta. This Pittsburgh's defense is a little bit different. I feel like everybody's going to be playing Will Levis and trying to get to D Hop and trying to fit in Derrick Henry, which it's quite impossible. Do I want to play or fade him? This is the game where I think it's going to say a lot if he can keep up the production. Because, like I said, they're going to bot score watch and look at that and say, "Oh man, I need to play him." Charlie Spears 5-4, not really getting to him. The rest of the team, it's just not really appealing to me. Chig, he had 6 targets. He's still not really getting it done though. This season's been awful for him. Treylon Burks, 2 targets. It was mainly Hopkins. That's the deal. It was mainly Hopkins. So I want to talk about Pittsburgh though. I do. Kenny Pickett 9-2. He's going to be the contrarian option, especially based on how last week went. 10 for 16, 73 yards, 3 fantasy points. He's forced out though. So keep that in mind. But it's been an up and down season for Kenny Pickett. It's just hard to trust him. Mitch, hey, we saw him last week. I mean, 9-2 now. They're priced. Price tag's interesting. Pickens, I like Pickens. This is a pass funnel defense. This should be a great matchup for him and Deontay Johnson. I like Deontay Johnson a ton. Najee Harris, I'm fading. I'm not getting Jamichael Warren. This is a interesting slate that's kind of hard to talk about because there's so many options you can go to. That's going to be contrarian. Because look at the captain, Derrick Henry, 17,400. That leaves you 6 to 5 left over. The options down here do not make your lineup work. It is terrible. Terrible. If you want to go to a Cam Hayward or Connor Hayward, 5 for 6, but it's gross. It's gross. Like, let's look at the tight end spot for this Pittsburgh team. It's disgusting. Ronnie Williams, Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward. Disgusting. So that's the problem is where are we going to go at captain? I'm hoping Hopkins plays. I'm hoping he does play. If he doesn't play, it's going to be the Treylon Burks show. We know this. And I'm going to get to some Kyle Phillips. But I'm liking Deontay Johnson at 12-6 right here at the captain spot. At 7-4, it's going to be gross. Treylon Burks, it's okay at 3-8. Leaves you 8-4 left over. This is so gross. It is hard to build a lineup here. Maybe Nick Folk, 9-6 left over. Get you Kenny Pickett, 9-9, Will Levis. But you can't fit Derrick Henry. You can't. We're going to have to go to a 3-2 option like Allen Robinson, who's been doing terrible this season. Terrible. But you also have Connor Hayward. I mean, this is a possibility. Deontay Johnson, Kenny Pickett, Will Levis, Derrick Henry. If Hopkins is out, but we'll wait on news. This is a gross slate, but there's money to be made. So that breaks into the safe prices, though. Thank you for tuning in. It's a great service on everybody. Have a good one.